And welcome into a regular season finale of GVSU Football Weekly presented by XFINITY. Grand Valley, in a must-win situation against Saginaw Valley, got the victory today. 49-34 is the final score. And over the next half hour, we're going to celebrate this huge win. The Lakers into the playoffs, and of course you'll hear from head coach Matt Mitchell and see all the highlights. GVSU Football Weekly coming your way next.
Offense, okay? Ball security, little things, details in these moments, details. Take care of the ball, okay? Take care of the ball, be physical, be extremely physical. Defense, no big plays. They're gonna make some plays. Keep playing, we're gonna make more.
The lead would go back and forth in the first half, a seesaw affair between the Lakers and the Cardinals. Grand Valley would grab the lead just before halftime and go into the break ahead 21-20. After the Cardinals opened with a field goal, Grand Valley's opening drive would be highlighted initially by a great carry from Brandon Green. On 3rd and 1, he would run around the end for 31 yards, down to the Saginaw 30. As the drive continued, Heath Parling on 2nd and 8 would drop back and find Jamie Potts on this 28-yard strike.
Man open deep. Could be 6. It is 6. The touchdown to Jamie Potts.
What a ball, and that's where Heath Parling is just so valuable.
Grand Valley's defense was strong early on a 2nd and 10 from the 20 of the Lakers. Norman Shuford for no gain. The next play was an incomplete pass to Jeff Janis, and the Lakers had forced the Cardinals into a field goal. Down 13-7, Heath Parling would look for Darrell Pitts. Good for 23 yards, and the Lakers had a first down. On 1st and 10, Heath Parling again to Darrell Pitts. 28 yards on this connection, all the way down to the Cardinal 10. Chris Robinson would take the handoff and go 4 yards down to the 6. Needing 6 yards for the score, Heath Parling to Jamie Potts, his 2nd of the game, and the Lakers had the lead 14-13.
There's Grand Valley's 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
With 2:56 to go in the first half, Grand Valley took over with the ball. On 2nd and 10, a good run from Chris Robinson for 16 yards. Heath Parling would drop back and look for senior wideout Billy Seiler on this perfect pass along the sideline. On 3rd and 4, Brandon Green would catch this pass and go 21 yards down inside the Saginaw 7. On 1st and goal, Parling again to the air. Joe Worth with the touchdown grab as the Lakers would take the lead just before halftime. Leading 21-20, Grand Valley would get the ball to start the second half and have the wind at their back. We'll give you second half highlights after this on GVSU Football Weekly.
Even when you're out and about, you're never far from home. The new XFINITY home control lets you shut off your lights, adjust your thermostat, and even make sure the repairman got in, all while you're on the go. Simplify your life with the total home control solution. And you can save up to 10% on your annual energy costs. Add XFINITY home control for as low as $9.95 a month with no term contract to sign. And we'll get you started today with an easy-to-use equipment pack starting at just $99.95. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
For making cupcakes and deposits at the same time. For paying your friend back for lunch from your tablet. For 26 paydays triggered with a single tap. For checking your line, then checking your portfolio. For making ATMs and branches appear out of thin air. Simple to use websites, tools, and apps. For making your financial life a little bit easier.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me, or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
I just think we had a great game plan coming into it, and we executed. Our coaches put us in positions to make plays, and I think we had some guys on the perimeter, especially today, who made those plays. And you know, our offensive line also did a great job. I got sacked twice, and both of those were on me. I called the wrong protection. So other than that, you know, I had all day back there to throw. So it's really a team effort, and I'm just happy we got it done.
Getting the ball first and the win, Grand Valley would go to work. A huge third quarter would turn this game in favor of the Lakers. Receiving the kickoff in the second half, Reggie Williams would run it back 29 yards and set up the Lakers at the 49-yard line of Saginaw Valley. Brandon Green again on the ground, 12 yards, this time for the senior. As Parling would drop back, he'd find Darrell Pitts, the third catch of the game, this one for 17 yards. Then as the Lakers looked to score, Chris Robinson on this hard run inside, barreling through tackles and into the end zone. After Saginaw Valley had answered the Lakers score, Eric Thompson on the kick return for 76 yards as he outruns the coverage and into the end zone for a Laker touchdown.
They're not going to catch him. It's a Laker touchdown.
Welcome back, E.T. Big third down conversion.
On 3rd and 7, Reggie Williams with a big play as he knocks away the pass intended for the All-American Jeff Janis to force a punt. On the punt, Alton Voss would shoot through and block the kick and recover it as well as Grand Valley would get set up with a short field. As the Lakers took over, Kirk Spencer came into the game. Heath Parling with a shovel pass to him, and Kirk ran it in from 24 yards out. The Lakers ahead 42-27. Facing a 4th and 7 at the Grand Valley 21, Jonathan Jennings would look to throw, but Isaiah Dunning would swallow him up as Grand Valley took over. On 3rd and 12, Heath Parling to Jamie Potts again, and this time good for 34 yards. Coming out of the timeout, Grand Valley would look to Jamie Potts again. Check out this grab, 41 yards, down to the Cardinals' 4.
Oh, man, what a catch.
Are you kidding me? He caught that ball with one hand, left hand, underneath the receiver. This kid is unbelievable.
On the final play of the third quarter, Chris Robinson would rumble for 3 yards and get it down to the 1. On 3rd and goal, Chris Robinson from 1 yard away, his second touchdown of the game, and the Lakers had their 49th point. On 1st and goal at the 1, Saginaw went to the ground. Mark Mays with the carry, but Luther Ware and Hunter Charneski would turn him away. On 2nd down, Mays again, but the Lakers would force him into a loss. Now on 3rd and goal, Jennings would try to run, but Isaiah Dunning and Deontay Hurst would force him into another loss. On 4th down, Jennings would score, but the Laker defense had forced the Cardinals to use over 6 minutes off the clock and one of their timeouts. Following the only turnover of the game for Grand Valley, senior linebacker Chuck Hill would drop back in coverage and pick off the pass, and the Laker offense had it back. With under 4 minutes to go in the game, the Cardinals faced a 3rd and 10. A completion of 5 yards to Jeff Janis, with Grand Valley's defense keeping him in bounds, forced Saginaw Valley into a 4th down. Looking at a 4th and 5, Lucas Kozu with great pressure forces Jonathan Jennings to get rid of the ball early, and the incomplete pass gives the Lakers the ball. With 3:39 left, the Lakers take over possession, and Brandon Green on an 11-yard carry. Now it's 3rd and 12, and the Cardinals expect a pass, but the Lakers get a 16-yard run from Chris Robinson and a 1st down.
That will do it for our regular season, one which sees Grand Valley tee it up 7 times at home and win all 7.
When we continue on GVSU Football Weekly, a highlight reel of the 13 seniors for the Lakers. That's coming up next when we return.
This could change everything. A frost brew liner, cold-activated mountains, 2-stage cold indicators, plus a new double-vented wide mouth. This technological masterpiece will revolutionize barbecues, beach parties, and tailgates. It will bring cold refreshment to millions of people this summer and eliminate oppressive heat around the world. Sorry, I got carried away. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
Does State Farm let me bundle auto, home, and life to save money?
Sure. We practically invented bundling, and it all stays with State Farm.
So my policies don't go to some bundling center. That ships them off to some bundle factory? I'm dealing with you, and not some bungling, bustling bundle builders.
Who have you been working with?
Stay with the company you trust.
Please contact your West Michigan State Farm agent for more information.
Even when you're out and about, you're never far from home. The new XFINITY home control lets you shut off your lights, adjust your thermostat, and even make sure the repairman got in, all while you're on the go. Simplify your life with the total home control solution. And you can save up to 10% on your annual energy costs. Add XFINITY home control for as low as $9.95 a month with no term contract to sign. And we'll get you started today with an easy-to-use equipment pack starting at just $99.95. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
We just came out with the mindset was let's be gritty with these guys. You know what I'm saying? You can't let them come out and just be soft with them and let them throw around. So I'm proud of the whole DB crew, the whole D line, just the whole defense. This was a big win for us. I'm just glad we got it, and now it's on to the next one. We'll find out who we got tomorrow, and it's on from there.
And welcome back to GVSU Football Weekly. You know, Grand Valley's had 13 seniors with a lot of big moments between them. Right now, we've got a highlight reel for you of some great times from this year. Let's have a look. Needing a win to get into the playoffs, the Lakers come through with a brilliant performance. You'll hear from head coach Matt Mitchell straight ahead as GVSU Football Weekly continues after this.
Even when you're out and about, you're never far from home. The new XFINITY home control lets you shut off your lights, adjust your thermostat, and even make sure the repairman got in, all while you're on the go. Simplify your life with the total home control solution. And you can save up to 10% on your annual energy costs. Add XFINITY home control for as low as $9.95 a month with no term contract to sign. And we'll get you started today with an easy-to-use equipment pack starting at just $99.95. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
For making cupcakes and deposits at the same time. For paying your friend back for lunch from your tablet. For 26 paydays triggered with a single tap. For checking your line, then checking your portfolio. For making ATMs and branches appear out of thin air. Simple to use websites, tools, and apps. For making your financial life a little bit easier.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me, or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
And one of the best things about State Farm is our accessibility.
Oh, yeah?
You can call us 24/7, get quotes online, start a claim with our smartphone app. You name it, we're here, anytime, anywhere, any way you want it.
That's the way I need it.
Any way you want it.
All night?
All night.
Every night?
Any way you want it.
That's the way I need it. We just had ourselves a little journey moment there.
Yep.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Please contact your West Michigan State Farm agent today for more information.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.
Well, as you'd expect, head coach Matt Mitchell was pleased with the victory, 31-21 over Hillsdale. Let's have a listen to some of his comments.
It was great. You know, we've been the past couple seasons hadn't made postseason play, and last year maybe one of the reasons we didn't was because we lost at the end of the game versus them. So there's a big rivalry between us and Saginaw. I mean, as a coaching staff, we feel that, you know, they recruit Michigan just like we recruit Michigan. So there's a lot of rivalries going in, you know, factors going in this game. So it was big for us. I think probably the biggest thing was the playoff thing, beating Saginaw and finally doing it at home. You know, winning our 7th home game here at Lubbers was big for us. I always felt like if we could keep the thing within a score, you know, we'd have a chance. You know, you start getting down 2 scores to them with as much explosive weapons they have on their team, it gets a little bit dicey. So for us to come back down and answer was great. You know, I didn't get to see much of that drive. We were attempting to, again, try to make some adjustments on the sideline, but I know we were definitely trying to get the ball to our 2 playmakers, which is Brandon Green and Jamie Potts, for a lot of the game. And statistically, it looked like we got that done. They're a good team. I mean, there's a reason they're number 11 in the nation, undefeated in the GLIAC, and for us to keep answering the bell when our defense was giving up scores was huge. And I just think having Heath under center was a big part of that. And just the composure our offense had and the composure that he brought to us and getting us in the right games. And we were struggling against their front running the ball a little bit. So we had to rely a little bit more on Heath in some situations to, you know, move us along. And obviously getting another touchdown, not having to settle for a field goal on that second drive was huge. Arguably the biggest drive of the game, that we were able to get down there. And, you know, the clock was running down. Do we call timeout now? We had them on our heels, ran a play-action pass, and Joe Worth was wide open. And Heath put it right on him. And that was big at that point. You know, even coming back after that, we tried to squib, horrendous squib. They get some field position. They line up to, attempt a field goal with less than, 5 seconds left on the clock, and I was glad it was a miss. But that was a back and forth first half. It was two good teams going at it. People making plays on both sides of the ball, and it was fitting. It was 21-20 at half. When the kickoff, I like deferring because I like getting the ball to start the second half. And so when we knew it was our choice, we obviously wanted the ball. I was surprised a little bit maybe that they decided they wanted to win in the fourth quarter, I guess. I thought it was going to be a shootout. So the win was a huge factor in the third quarter. It started with the kickoff being really short and giving us great field position, which led to us scoring a touchdown and making it a 28-20 game. We felt like we had a huge advantage on our kickoff return team athletically if we could just get the ball to some of our guys. And it was great to see Eric Thompson rip off another one just like he did 2 years ago. And another big play in this football game was the block punt. I mean, we had that rigged up. Coach Breeken is in charge of our punt return, had it rigged up. Alton Voss, a newcomer to this program, recovers it, and that sets us up with great field position for our offense from that point. Yeah, that possession was probably a little bit frustrating for all of us, maybe even the fans included, because we think at that point we had a lead, and we got stuffed and passed. It was incomplete. We were burning a clock. We dropped back on third down, and he throws the pick, put our defense right back out in the field, and we had a kind of a coverage where we're rolling things over towards Janice's side, and they go away from Janice to try to throw the tight end in a wheel, and Chuck Hill makes a great play. And so it was like boom, boom, right back. We get the ball back. And that was another momentum shifter, because when they picked off, Heath, you could feel it on their sideline, and then Chuck picks it off. I could feel it on our sideline, and that was big, I think, for our team, and just to keep that buffer and keep that lead. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we recognized our senior class today, and I know that they didn't want to be the group that was third year in a row that Grand Valley didn't make the playoffs. And I know this coaching staff felt the same way, and our 26 juniors felt the same way. I can't tell you how great our approach was all week. I mean, not that it was any different maybe another week, but our guys were extremely focused, and just kept showing up to work. Our coaches spent a lot of hours getting our guys in good positions, and so even though there was a little bit of bend and break on defense, it was really a complete team win, and that's what we have here at Grand Valley, in my opinion. We have a team. We have a lot of guys that believe in each other and stick with each other, and we've had some highs and lows this season, but not winning a GLIAC championship is disappointing, but to be a team in the GLIAC that's going to make it in a postseason play and kind of see what happens is exciting. And I'm hoping when the regional rankings come out that we're in a position to be a 4th seed at least and host. We're good at home. We're 7-0 at home. And if you look at the margin of victories, we've done a good job here at home, and we've had some good teams come in. So we got to get healed up, rested up, see who we play, and start the preparation. But it's a good group. They've got a great mentality.
Even when you're out and about, you're never far from home. The new XFINITY home control lets you shut off your lights, adjust your thermostat, and even make sure the repairman got in, all while you're on the go. Simplify your life with the total home control solution. And you can save up to 10% on your annual energy costs. Add XFINITY home control for as low as $9.95 a month with no term contract to sign. And we'll get you started today with an easy-to-use equipment pack starting at just $99.95. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Staying cool all night requires refreshment. And refreshment means Coors Light. Always brewed down to 34 degrees. With 2-stage cold activation and mountains that turn blue. All so you know exactly when your Coors Light is as cold as the Rockies. Let's get the night started. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the night's most refreshing beer.
And one of the best things about State Farm is our accessibility.
Oh, yeah?
You can call us 24/7, get quotes online, start a claim with our smartphone app. You name it, we're here, anytime, anywhere, any way you want it.
That's the way I need it.
Any way you want it.
All night?
All night.
Every night?
Any way you want it.
That's the way I need it. We just had ourselves a little journey moment there.
Yep.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Please contact your West Michigan State Farm agent today for more information.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me, or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. Doctor.
As the Lakers, we have pride. Our team
we hit our adversity points, fairs, ODU. We learned a lot about our defense and our team as a whole in those games, and we learned from them. We got in. We knew our season wasn't over early. We knew all we had to do was keep fighting. We got a really good group of guys here, character-wise, athletic-wise, and it showed up today, and that's what we did. We just wanted to come out and show everybody that we're a good team. We're a good DB crew. We're a good linebacker crew, good D-line crew, and we got a good offense. So it showed up, and our special teams was big as well today. I'm just proud of everybody right now, man. This is a big win for us.
It's big for the program. I mean, no doubt. That's obviously one of your goals when you start the season. Make the playoffs and then try not to go home once you get there, I guess is kind of the deal now. So it's kind of uncharted territory for a lot of our guys, and that seems weird to say at Grand Valley, but you know, some of our guys have never played in a playoff game, me included. So we're gonna have to have a great week of preparation and get ready for whoever's next.
Especially the senior leaders on the team, you know, being the last home game, being the last game of the season, you know, they didn't want to go out like that. And you know, I had Luther sitting right next to me, Chuck a little bit down the way, and they just kept staring at me like, we got you. As long as you score points, we got you.
I think the pressure was on. It was either win or go home, and we knew that we had to keep fighting, and we knew what the big picture was, and we knew what we had to do to get there. So I feel like everybody on the defense, from the defensive line up to the DBs, we all did a good job. We do a good job every day in practice, staying together and just coming to work every day, staying humble, and we did a real good job.
It means a lot. I mean, it's huge in this locker room. All these guys are really excited. You know, we didn't want this year to end, and beating Saginaw at home in this type of game and atmosphere, there's nothing better.
So in a battle of the valleys, Grand Valley comes out the winner, 49-34 over Saginaw Valley. Grand Valley looks ahead to the playoffs, and you can find out all the information at GVSULakers.com. I'm Steve Lloyd-Jones. Join me again next week for another playoff edition of GVSU Football Weekly. Go Lakers!
Even when you're out and about, you're never far from home. The new XFINITY home control lets you shut off your lights, adjust your thermostat, and even make sure the repairman got in, all while you're on the go. Simplify your life with the total home control solution. And you can save up to 10% on your annual energy costs. Add XFINITY home control for as low as $9.95 a month with no term contract to sign. And we'll get you started today with an easy-to-use equipment pack starting at just $99.95. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
For making cupcakes and deposits at the same time. For paying your friend back for lunch from your tablet. For 26 paydays triggered with a single tap. For checking your line, then checking your portfolio. For making ATMs and branches appear out of thin air. Simple to use websites, tools, and apps. For making your financial life a little bit easier.
What started as an ordinary piece of aluminum was about to become something extraordinary. We have the technology to make it more refreshing than it's ever been. Bluer, colder, wider, venti-er. It's the ultimate delivery system for cold refreshment.
Thanks, scientist.
You're welcome, beach guy. The world's most refreshing can, only from Coors Light.
For about the past 7 months, Ellie's been running really high fevers, anywhere from 101 to 105. I really appreciated that when Ellie was going through a lot of her health problems that Dr. Duttler called me personally.
I think it's important for parents to know that we really care about these kids just as we would care for our own children. Access to health is really an important part of being a medical home in primary care. So we do allow our patients to make same-day appointments whenever possible. They can email me, or they can call.
Ellie really likes going to see Dr. Duttler. The doctor.
You learn something every single day at Grand Valley State University about who you are and who you can become, about where you've been and where you're going, about your goals and how to accomplish them. At the end of the day, you know what you want from life. Find it within yourself. Find it within Grand Valley State University.